working its way in, and that's going to be a focus for some of these showers and storms. So for us, that's the next big thing we are going to be tracking. Yes, could 1 or 2 storms turn severe? It is certainly possible, but that chance is very low as we go through the day tomorrow. The problem is just not completely zero. Let's take a look at radar right now. Yes, you can tell we've got a lot more of that moisture and humidity still building back into the region. It feels just kind of sticky out there this evening, and that's not going to change a whole lot until we get past tomorrow's cold front. So a couple spotty showers. These were some more robust thunderstorms out to the west. They weren't severe, but certainly producing some of that heavy rainfall for that I-75 corridor and points westward. Overall, didn't have a huge impact here on northeast Ohio, but we have seen a couple areas of rain continuing to develop. This shower just south of 480, so Bedford seeing some of the heavier rain. Walton Hills, you saw a couple of those heavier showers earlier, and this is now moving through places like Shaker Heights and eventually up towards the Cleveland Heights area. Farther south, this is where you're going to have your slightly more organized showers. Millersburg certainly seeing some heavier rainfall there. Extends down towards the Clark area and then out towards the east towards Tuscarawas County. Dover, New Philly seeing some of that rainfall. And we do have a couple more of those heavier showers just west of I-77 this evening. Overall, once this activity starts to wane, we really do sit pretty quiet headed into the overnight. But that's your next cold front. So that's what's on the way for us as we head into your Sunday. It's what sparks that better rain and storm chance. And then we do get a little bit of high pressure that builds in, which means a little bit of a quieter pattern to get the work week started. So that is some good news for us. Temperatures outside, though, right now, still warm. We're sitting low to mid 60s in a lot of places. The exception there, Mansfield, 67 degrees. You'll notice as we head into the next couple of hours, sure, some more shower and thunderstorm activity, not off the table, at least here in the near term. But once we transition towards early tomorrow morning, we do really start to quiet things down as we get a nice warm start to your Sunday before things do turn a bit more active by the afternoon. We'll walk you through that hour-by-hour data concerning the rain and storm chances for your Sunday coming up in just a few minutes. Prior to all that severe weather we saw out across the plains, it was actually Ohio that had the highest tornado count so far for the season. But of course, with all that severe weather out west of here, at least, that really started to increase those numbers as you just saw. Tonight, it's just a little bit of rain continuing to move through. Another live look at that First Alert camera network. This is down in the New Philadelphia area, and you can really see that moisture starting to build in as some showers roll through the area. Overall, it's just hit or miss rain, couple rumbles of thunder that we can still expect as we head into tonight, and a very mild night ahead for us. So that's the next big thing we're tracking, at least in the next 12 hours. But headed into tomorrow afternoon, we do have another cold front that's on the way, and that will once again help spark some showers, some thunderstorms, and the potential that 1 or 2 of those storms could be on the strong to severe side. It's not a great severe potential, and you'll notice it's only a level 1 out of 5, which means that the coverage in terms of storms we may see, it's going to be isolated, that we expect it to be severe. So you could have, 10 thunderstorms that pop up, 1 or 2 of those could be on the stronger side. This is what we're going to monitor through the afternoon. Certainly lightning. We've got a lot of activities going on across northeast Ohio for your Sunday. Heavy rainfall, and certainly if we do see a thunderstorm that becomes severe, the likelihood is it's because it's going to have some gusty winds associated with it. So overall tonight, sure, down south, it is a little bit more active out there. The rest of northeast Ohio has sat pretty quiet so far this evening. As you bring in your lightning tracker, you can really see where that heavier activity continues to move through, and it's across parts of Holmes County tonight as we do track this thunderstorm moving through the Millersburg area now and working its way up to the north and to the east. More showers extend off towards the east, towards that I-77 corridor. So if you're down in this direction, certainly not probably the best time to be stepping outside, letting the dog out, say one last time for the evening. As this storm continues to move up towards the northeast, it puts it in Mount Eden about 10:28, East Union 10:44, Massillon just ahead of 11 o'clock, and Canton right around 11:04 if this cluster of activity continues to hold together. The nature of this activity typically is that it'll pop up, it'll rain itself out, and then it moves on, but it may leave some boundaries across the area, and then that's what sparks new development. So we'll watch it over the next couple of hours. Again, I don't anticipate this to be an overly soggy night for us. Temperatures for most will be into the 60s, which is a pretty pleasant temperature for us for this time of the year, but certainly some rain and rumbles around. Winds will be out of the south between 5 to 15 miles per hour. Now keep in mind, if you saw some rain today, there is a potential you could get a little bit of patchy fog first thing tomorrow morning. So don't be surprised if you see some of that, especially as we start to clear out some of this rain. And that'll take a couple of hours. You'll notice that this rain continues to lift off towards the northeast. Generally, counties west of I-71, probably not going to see a whole lot of additional rainfall, and likely that's where we will see the best chance for some patchy fog first thing tomorrow morning. But for the most part, a lot of us are waking up on a quieter note. Temperatures will be into the 60s, quickly warming close to 70 degrees as we approach that lunchtime hour. You'll notice 10 to 11, though, that's when we start to build in a little bit more of this moisture. And it's coming in out ahead of a cold front. So that front will help to focus at least a few more of these spotty showers and thunderstorms going through tomorrow afternoon into the evening. And then once we get into the later part of tomorrow night, cold fronts moving through, colder air starting to settle in, and that does give us a much quieter outlook for the early part of this next work week. And I think we can all be excited about that part of the forecast. All right, tomorrow, if you're headed to downtown Cleveland, we've got a lot of events going on. We've got the Cavs taking on the Magic for Game 7. Tip-off is at 1 o'clock. We also have the Guardians playing at 1:10. Please be mindful of the fact that we could have some showers, potentially even a couple thunderstorms around the area as we go through tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures, though, not bad. For most of us, we're sitting low to mid 70s. That is a pretty nice forecast for the early part of the month. Certainly, we're waiting for this cold front to roll through. That's what's going to give us that better opportunity for some rain. But once it clears, that mugginess, that stickiness in the air starts to escape our region. So it's going to feel a lot more comfortable for us as we get the work week started. But you'll notice that quick surge in moisture coming back in ahead of Tuesday. That's our next cold front, and it is going to bring us a bit more active weather as well, along with some slightly warmer temperatures. You'll notice your temperature trend beyond Monday is pretty pleasant for Northeast Ohio. Typically, we should be upper 60s to low 70s. It looks like we're in line for a few days at least, where temperatures are into the mid 70s, and then trending much cooler as we wrap up the next work week, as we just deal with some more 60s on the way. And it does look like it is going to be a little bit on the cooler side for us, certainly as we go through the early part of this next week. All right, looking ahead towards Tuesday, as we wait for this next front to come in, it does look like there may be some better odds for severe weather west of here and potentially down towards the Columbus area as well. We'll have to see how this storm system continues to work its way into our region over the next couple of days. But certainly I think Tuesday brings us some more widespread rain opportunity, and then we'll wait for another system coming in late Wednesday into early Thursday, and that will once again bring us some better opportunities for some showers and thunderstorms across the area. That's that last system that's eventually going to cool off our temperatures by the end of this next week. Again, we are eyeing some 60s for Friday and Saturday. Does look like we may have a little bit of rain possible as we look ahead towards Mother's Day next Sunday. So that is something we will have to watch certainly over the next couple of days. But at least we get Monday and most of the day on Tuesday, where things are going to be a little bit quieter for us before we really bring back those better daily opportunities for some showers and thunderstorms.